This is a figure of human breathing system. So some parts are already labeled, but some parts are not labeled. So we'll try to label that. What is this part then? This part is trachea. Then all others are labeled already. Nasal passage, the air goes, then there's a mouth cavity here. Then the air will go reach the pharynx, then the larynx, and then it goes to this trachea. So on the way, they all can be filtered by mucus as well as mucus can trap the dust particles and germs. At the same time, there are fine hairs throughout these nasal passage. So we have reached trachea. And in the trachea, you can see there are rings of cartilage lining the trachea so that the air passage should not collapse. That's why. And so it will support the trachea, rings of cartilage. Next, the air will go through the trachea and the trachea will divide into two bronchi. So these two are bronchi. The bronchi will further divide to form bronchioles. So these are all respiratory bronchioles. The respiratory bronchioles will then form sac-like structures called alveoli. So they'll form sac-like structures like this, which is called as alveoli. So now that we know the answers, we will drag and drop these options. The first is alveoli. The alveoli will drag and drop it to the place where there is alveoli. This is alveoli. Now we can drop the bronchi. This is the bronchi. Because the trachea divides into two bronchi. Now there's a blank space here. So that is the trachea. We bring the trachea and drop it out. Now there's a muscle here that helps in breathing in. If the air has to come through this, then this muscle has to be flat or it has to come down. And then only the air which is there outside will get inside the nasal passage. Similarly, when we have to breathe out, this muscle has to go upwards. That makes the air to go outside or the air will be expelled. So what is this muscle? What is the name of this muscle? The muscle's name is diaphragm. So we can drag this diaphragm, that word, and drop it to this blank space. And that completes the diagram.